One of the props I think that need to be targeted 2023 NBA season, Anthony Davis on a back-to-back. Anthony Davis didn't play back-to-backs. I think most of last year. I would have to go back and research it completely, but he sat out a lot on back-to-backs over the last few years. He's played three back-to-backs this year. The results in the first back-to-back was good, but the second and third back-to-back has been horrible when it comes to stats. Going toward the under, uh, his numbers have been on back to backs. They don't have many back to backs during the season anymore, but I think we need to really look at him on a back to back. We looking at some odds for him right now on a current back to back that they have today. And you can see his points prop around 25 and a half, all pretty much all over. Over you see some 24s and a half, and you can see he's a pretty heavy favorite to go under 25 and a half. And let's look at Anthony Davis a little closer. These are his points. We'll look at him at 24 and a half because the lines are as low as 24 and a half out here. In some places got it 24 and a half. But most places got him 25 and a half. We'll look at 25 and a half. So we'll raise this back up to 25 and a half. Not sure, man. He's not going to go over that tonight. So as you can see, just regular during the season, 25 and a half points. Anthony Davis has went over that 56% of the time, 10 out of 18 games. Now let's go over here and use this little tool on props.cash and look at 0 days rest. That's going to show us the back-to-back games. And as you can see, he's had 3 back-to-back games this year. One game he had 26 points. The second back-to-back he had 9. The third back-to-back he had 10. I mean, this is just not good. And let's just look at all of his stats on the back-to-back. Let's look at the rebounds. Rebounds are down on the back-to-backs. Assists, look at the assists. Assists, actually, one game he didn't have 0, and the other games he went over his projection for assists. Points, rebounds, and assists. It's 41 and a half right now. Let's push that up to 41 and a half. 2 games he didn't go under. Let's look at points and assists. He may have went over on these. Nope, still under. Points and rebounds. Under. Rebounds and assists. So we would stay away from that. We would stay away from rebounds and assists. And I was a little curious about this one game here where he went over on his back-to-back. So I went back and looked at it. It was early in the season. It was back in October, basically the second and third game of the season, 10-29, 10-30. One game was on the road at Sacramento. The second game was in home against Orlando. I had a very, very good night. The other back-to-backs were 11-21, 11-22, both home games. First game, of course, he had a big night. Second game, 11-22. Let's see. I can't really see the points here. But I'm sorry, second game, 10 points. Prior to the first game in the back-to-back, he had 26 points. And that was the most recent back-to-back. Let's go back to 11-14, 11-15. Also, 2 home games, one against Memphis, first night, 19 points, second night, 9 points. I'm just trying to get around to say, I think we should look at Anthony Davis closely whenever he plays a back to back because he doesn't just seem to be built to handle back to backs very well and not playing many over the years. I really like the under on his numbers because his numbers are not going to change too much just because it's a back to back. I mean, his points, I don't know his points props from last night, but I'm pretty sure it was very similar to what it is tonight. This is a road game. This is one game in Detroit. Next night, OKC playing a younger team who really doesn't have anybody to guard him, but I'm just don't think he's going to fare well in that back to back. So, Anthony Davis, target him on back to backs, look at his unders, make educated decisions, use your resources, make the correct decision on the prop.